And so this is what Marianne Williamson said. Oh my God. Okay. She said, I have no idea what Eric Swalwell did or didn't do, and I'm not trying to defend him personally because I don't know him. Then why are you writing this? Why are you writing? Like, what are you doing? You could have just shut up. You could have shut up. Hello, my name is Liz Ashley and welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to be talking about something not good. So just forewarning before we get into it, we're talking about Eric Swalwell. And we're talking about, of course, his sexual assault allegations, but we're also going to be talking about the blue MAGA online that seems to be very similar to MAGA. And anytime you want to criticize like a Democrat or a corporate Democrat or hold them accountable, blue MAGA seems to come out of the woodwork and just like defend some of the most indefensible things. And so we're going to talk about that today. So not very fun and bubbly, so I apologize. But I think this is important to talk about. I did talk about it a bit on my live last week. There's a group of the Democrats that, like I said, are blue MAGA because it's really ridiculous that Eric Swalwell is a creep, okay? And he has sexual assault allegations. And you have people coming up with the craziest shit just not to hold him accountable. And that's it's weird, it's disgusting, it's disgusting behavior. So we're gonna get into that today. But before we do, please like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. I have a membership and I post member videos every Tuesday. This Tuesday was the drama review. It's a very good movie. You should see it. All right, so let's get into it. So last week, there were some sexual assault allegations against Eric Swalwell, and he has been running for California governor. And the California governor's race, there's some Republicans, there's him, there's Katie Porter, who also has her fair share of issues. And I believe there's someone else, he's like a billionaire, Hassan interviewed him. There were never a lot of great options for the California governor's race. For some reason, there's some blue MAGA that seem to think that Eric Swalwell was like the best candidate. He's very pro-Israel and has taken a lot of money from AIPAC. So just from my point of view, I don't think he was ever the best candidate. But the second that someone came out and accused him of sexual assault, should have been the minute that you were like, yeah, he's a horrible candidate. But there are some people who are trying to come up with conspiracy theories and like, oh, it's the Republicans trying to get him to drop out. Anyway, it's so ridiculous. This is what CNN said. A former staffer of Rep. Eric Swalwell says that the congressman raped her when she was heavily intoxicated and left her bruised and bleeding, an allegation Swalwell strongly denies. This is a quote from her. So I was pushing him off of me saying no, the woman told CNN of the incident, which happened in 2024 after she had stopped working in Swalwell's office. He didn't stop. And this woman, and I do say, like, I do believe women and I do believe her. And, but regardless of that, it is a very credible story. It's a very credible accusation. She says she talks about multiple times this has happened, about 2 or 3. She told her friends and her boyfriend at the time about it. She did go to get checked out, and there's history of that. There's records of that after it happened. She recounts it happening the same way every time that it did. Her getting too intoxicated and her blacking out and her saying no, and him continuing to go on. And this is something that she also mentioned, the accuser also mentioned that when she was working for him, that they would message each other back and forth and he would send her like dick pics. I've actually had that happen to me before. Not a boss or anything. But I remember I was in school. And this was like, I went to like a music school. I got my associate's degree in music producing. It was like a trade school. And one of the guys in my class, just randomly, we're in class. Like we are actively in class, right? And we're all just sitting there. And all of a sudden, I get like an airdrop on my phone, and it's a dick pic from him in the middle of class. It was disgusting. It was gross. And I remember being like, what the like, what? Like, why would you do that in the middle of class? And I think back then I didn't realize that that is like sexual harassment. I didn't realize that, and I didn't do anything about it. And I was just kind of like, whatever. And it laughed it off. But really, it's not funny. And it's really disgusting. And so like, it's the power dynamic of him being her boss, and then like sending her these dick pics and just being very flirtatious and like coming on to her almost like right away I think it shows a pattern, and I think that shows a pattern in him. And apparently this is something that was very well known and everyone knew, and like people who are staffers for other Congress people are coming out saying, yeah, I was warned about him when I first started working here. And that's disgusting, because then that makes me think, okay, who else in Congress is behaving this way? To all the Congress people who didn't say anything or defended him or hid anything, like they're not defending him now. None of them are defending him now. But where were all these people when they were telling them to watch out for him, right? Like, I think it's just like, oh, well, it's like the whole like, oh, well, boys will be boys thing, like watch out for him. Why? What? Like, why are we saying that? I've gotten told that one time, like, oh, watch out for that person. Well, how come no one is doing anything about it? Like, why are you just like, oh, watch out? If you know the bad behavior is going on, why are you letting it slide? Why are you letting it continue on? You are literally endangering all of his staffers. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And I don't know who knew in Congress, but I think they also should be held accountable, the people that knew. For me, looking like just the way he's reacting to this and the way he's acting and everything, to me, yeah, like he's guilty as hell. And he looks guilty. He seems guilty. And to me, this shows a pattern, and a pattern that other people were aware of. So Eric Swalwell did resign from Congress, and he suspended his campaign for governor. Thank goodness. He said, I'm suspending my campaign for governor. To my family, my friends, and my supporters, I'm deeply sorry for mistakes and judgment I've made in my past. So in his first video, when he was coming out, he came out and he said, these allegations are false, right? And no one believed him. I mean, there were, again, we're going to talk about the few that did. But for the most part, like, no one believed him. We're all like, yeah, bullshit. Now is saying, I'm deeply sorry for mistakes in my judgment. So at first he said it's flat out false. Now he's saying, I'm deeply sorry for mistakes in my judgment. So that right there tells me that he knows he did it, and they were not lying. And for some reason, he has this delusion that it was a mistake in judgment and that it wasn't sexual assault. And like that, to me, again, just shows me who this person is, because you can just tell by the way he's talking about this that he doesn't think that he's to blame at all, that he doesn't, that oh, just a mistake in judgment. Bullshit. You sexually assaulted your staffers, which is like sexually assaulting anyone is horrible and horrific. But to have that power dynamic and to take advantage of the people who are working for you, and you're like, of course you're a corporate Democrat, so you don't give a shit. But like, you're supposed to be a Democrat. You're supposed to care about your employees. You're supposed to care, right? And here you are taking advantage of them. It's disgusting. And you can tell that he knows he did it. And he's trying not to blame himself. So I will fight the serious false allegations that have been made, but that's my fight, not the campaign's. True. But like, They're not false, and I don't think they're false, but he did send a cease and desist order to the woman accusing him, which is so messed up. And that's like exactly what Cuomo did. So these predators seem to have like a pattern, right? They take advantage or they sexually assault women, and specifically people like you work with or your staffers. And you take advantage of them, you sexually assault them, and then when it comes out, you're like, oh, it's false, and I'm going to send them a cease and desist, and I'm actually going to take them to court, and I'm going to litigate against them because they dared to speak out against me. Anyone who can see how he's acting can see that he's acting in a very guilty way, right? And he's acting in a way where, like he's acting in a way where he feels like he shouldn't be blamed, or he somehow is the victim in this situation, right? And that's how he's acting. Husband of influencer threatens lawsuit against Eric Swalwell, claims that he once sent his wife unsolicited nudes and showed up at her home. Adam's wife says Swalwell would go on runs in her neighborhood and tell her to come downstairs. Oh my God. She also says Swalwell would send her inappropriate messages and photos on Snapchat. Again, believe it, because there's already a pattern there. He's already done that before. He is threatening a lawsuit against Swalwell if he makes a single statement that disparages his wife. Good for you. But if Eric Swalwell or his attorney makes a single statement that disparages my wife, I will be filing a lawsuit against him. Hell yes. I've already made it clear that if he believes anything I've said is untrue, he should sue me immediately. I love it because he's like, dude, they probably have proof, right? They probably have proof that this happened because, they have to do discovery. And I don't think Eric Swalwell wants that to happen. This is what Eric Swalwell said. So this is what, this is what started these stupid conspiracy theories that Blue MAGA is going on with.
A lot has been said about me today through anonymous allegations. And I thought it was important that you see and hear.
I'm sorry, just the way he's talking, just the way he's talking just gives me the ick. Does that make sense? For some reason, every time, I tried to watch this video on my the live last week, and I couldn't go through it. I couldn't watch all of it because it's just, I don't know. It's just, there's something about him that is just so, it just gives me the ick.
From me directly. These allegations of sexual assault are flat false. They are absolutely false. They did not happen. They have never happened. And I will fight them with everything that I have.
Lie. Liar. Lies.
They also come on the eve of an election where I have been the frontrunner candidate for governor in California. I do not suggest to you in any way that I'm perfect or that I'm a saint. I have certainly made mistakes in judgment in my past.
Mistakes in judgment. Okay.
But those mistakes are between me and my wife. And to her, I apologize.
Oh, wait. So oh my God, this is what they always do too. All the Congress people, all the people who are in Congress or who sexually assault other people, they're always like, I've made some mistakes, like cheating. They're essentially like, I cheated and that's between me and my wife, but that's it. No, it's not. And honestly, your wife should divorce you because you're a creep. You're a creep, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
I apologize deeply for putting her in this position. I also apologize to you if in any way you have doubted your support for me.
I never supported you, so it doesn't matter. So he was kind of trying to allude to the fact that, this is coming on the eve of a California race. And it's like, so, you're trying to do the Donald Trump thing, right? You're trying to do the conservative thing when you're saying oh, interesting that this is happening now. But luckily, the Blue MAGA is just a small little group within the Democrats, right? I don't think it's majority of people. And luckily, everyone else was like, yeah, no, you need to leave, you need to resign, goodbye, F you. He lost all of his endorsements. We're going to vote to expel him out of Congress if he didn't resign. But there is one thing I the majority of the people on the Democratic side of the aisle, on the left side, I guess, like instantly were like, no, like, we don't want this, leave, goodbye, you need to drop out. Like, it was like, and that makes me really happy, right? Because I feel like on the right, you have like literal, like the president is like literally in the Epstein files, and they've found ways to excuse that. And so I do think that like this is a good thing, that at least we're not like, there might be a small group of people who are over here like, oh, you know, conspiracy theory this, but like at least the majority of the party and of the voters and of just like, you know, regular Democrats in life, you know, just regular people, at least everyone was like, yeah, no, like, you need to leave, and are trying to hold him accountable. And I think that's a good thing, because I think he was trying to get people to like disbelieve her, and he was trying to get people to believe that this was just like an attack on him for running for governor. And I'm glad that that didn't work on most people. But now let's look at the people who are blue MAGA, who seem to be trying to excuse this. I don't understand. Actually, to set this up a little bit, Miss Frazzled, she's a reporter and she's on like Threads. She's the one who helped break this story. And she's not like a Republican. She's not a conservative, right? And so it's weird because I don't like, all of these blue MAGA people are like, oh, Roger Stone's involved, or like, you know, you never know. And it's weird. Like, it's weird behavior. And she's been going off on Threads like, I'm not like, I don't know what you're talking about. Roger Stone has nothing to do with this. Like, what are you talking about? And so, listen, I don't know. Like, to me, Eric Swalwell's not even like I don't understand why you want to defend him so much. Like, I don't get it. It's not like he was like some great, like, even if he was some great politician, like I would still like Noam Chomsky. That was disappointing, but he's in the Epstein files. F him. I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's disappointing, but F him, right? And so I don't understand, like, why are you doing this? It doesn't make any sense to me. So this person says, Rep. Swalwell has run for Congress many times. He's even run for president. These rape allegations only come out now. Orchestrated by Roger Stone with an alleged victim with close ties to Katie Porter. Something stinks. And then there's a community note that says this is false. And I love the person that said this is so embarrassing to be writing this as a woman. I think it's just embarrassing to be writing it at all. But Roger Stone has nothing to do with it. Okay, Roger Stone had nothing to do with it. I don't think Katie Porter had anything to do with it. This is purely him being a creep. Right? I mean, that's what he is. He's a creep. There have been multiple women who have come out at this point. I think it's like 4 or 5 women who have come out at this point, incredibly accused him of sexual assault. So to sit here and be like, Roger Stone and Katie Porter have something to do with this, and something stinks, and something that a lot of people are saying right now are like, oh, why did this just come out now? Why didn't it come out before? I don't know, man, but that doesn't matter. Do you think that this is a safe environment for people who've been sexually assaulted? Like, do you think this country, this society is just like a safe environment for them to come out? Because 9 times out of 10, people don't believe them. And then this is what happens, especially when they're a politician and there's someone powerful like this. They tend to get you into legal battles and send you a cease and desist, and and try to disparage you and your name. All of these different powerful people have gone after the people who have come out and accused them of things. And it's not a safe environment. And also, like, it's not up to us to judge when they felt like they could come out with this. It's just not. You want a man who is going to take advantage of the people around him as your governor? That's what you want? Because if you're a Democrat and you hate Trump, then like, what makes Swalwell so different in that scenario, in that sense, you know? And it's like, it is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And then someone said, aren't people rushing to judgment here? No criminal charges filed, no lawsuits. Give him a chance to clear his name. Ooh, So someone said, when California gets a Republican government, you can thank Cheyenne Hunt, Ariel Fulder, Miss Frazzled, and Katie Porter. MAGA must pay well. Oh my God. Like, to me, like, I don't think Katie Porter's even gonna win. From what I've heard, it's the billionaire candidate is actually the one that's probably gonna win. It's not gonna be Katie Porter, because like I said, Katie Porter has her own allegations of being just like a horrible boss and very abusive to her staffers. And there's video proof of that. But like, what? Like, what do you mean MAGA must pay well? Well, there are two Republicans in that race, and I don't think that they're going to win. And so it's weird to me that you're like, do you even live in California? Like, I don't live in California. So like, I don't know. But the fact that you're going to sit here and call out journalists and reporters for doing good journalism and helping women tell their story, and you shouldn't want someone like that to be your governor or to be in power. It's disgusting. I don't understand how you can. I don't get it. Like, I don't get a lot of liberals like this. I don't understand it. You were supposed to have these morals, and I just don't. I just don't understand. I don't understand, right? I don't know. You're supposed to have these morals, and then you're just so willing to chuck them out the window when someone you like has done something wrong, and you don't want to hold them accountable. Like, you are acting like MAGA. Like, you are blue MAGA. That's what you are. This is what Taylor Loren said. The apologia on this app for a man credibly accused of rape is disgusting. 100%. Blue MAGA Democrats are absolutely no different from red MAGA Republicans, two sides of the same wrong coin. Exactly. Because just because you like him, and again, I don't know what possesses you to like this man. I don't think he's very likable. But like, because you like him for some odd reason, you're like, oh no, it's MAGA that did this. Like, you sound crazy. You do. You sound crazy. And I'm sure tomorrow you're going to be like, oh, did you believe what these MAGA people said? Oh my God. It's like, okay, but you did the same thing. You're doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing. The same thing. And so this is what Marianne Williamson said. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, this is what Marianne Williamson said, and I did not realize. Oh God. Okay. Wow. Crazy. She always comes out and runs for president. I've never particularly liked her, but this is what she said. She said, I have no idea what Eric Swalwell did or didn't do, and I'm not trying to defend him personally because I don't know him. Then why are you writing this? Why are you writing? Like, what are you doing? You could have just shut up. But I do know something about the viciousness of a system that will go to extraordinary lengths, lying, smearing, and character assassinating in order to get someone out of the way that they don't want around. I've seen too much to jump to conclusions packaged by the political media industrial complex for my naive consumption. You are ridiculous. You did not, again, you were like, I don't know him. Okay, then why write this? Then like, what possessed you to write this? Then what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And then Miss Frazzled, again, one of the people that did this story, said this is genuinely insane. Because this is genuinely insane. Like, I feel like I'm losing my mind. What do you mean? Why would someone who got sexually assaulted by a very powerful person just come out and put themselves out there like that? Do you not think that they are going to get pushback? I'm just wondering, do you think they're doing this for fun? Do you think that people come out and accuse people of sexual assault just for fun? Do you not realize the hell that they are all probably going through right now just because they spoke up? And now you have people like Marianne Williamson being like, I don't know, the political media industrial complex. Also, who was trying to get Eric Swalwell out of the way? Y'all are acting like Eric Swalwell is some like, oh my God, he's just gonna fight for us and blah, blah, blah. What are you talking about? Nobody cares about Eric Swalwell. And it's in California. To be honest, I don't think Republicans care. And you want to know why? Because Eric Swalwell was very pro-Israel and was getting money from AIPAC. So do I think that the Republicans were like, oh, we need to get this guy out of there? No. Do I think that he was threatening their policies or their propaganda? No. So what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, they're trying to get rid of him. For what? For why? Like, I'm sorry, but he's not that, like, special, okay? I don't know what you're talking about. Someone else said Eric Swalwell's accusers didn't wait until the governor's race to speak out. Y'all just weren't listening to them until it was convenient. Believe women the first time. And this is the other thing. So now, like, I don't know if any of these women have come out and accused him of sexual assault before, but I will say that the simple fact that everybody warned about him and knew about him and would be like, oh, look out for him. Yeah, no, he's definitely done this before. And I'm sure there have been people who've talked about it and it's gotten buried. So yeah, yes, 100%. Most times, 9 times out of 10, they have already told someone. They have already said something, but it's been cut down, or people don't believe them, or they don't feel like they can speak out because the person is like a powerful politician. And that's why it's so insane to me that it's like, oh, they'd wait till now. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And then someone says, pro tip, if you want to avoid an ill-timed release of sexual assault allegations, don't sexually assault people. Easy peasy. Yep. And then this person said, I can't wait for everyone to start backtracking and deleting their little shitty comments. 100%. She told her mom within a month. This is the accuser of Eric Swalwell. She told her friends. She got tested for STDs and pregnancy. CNN corroborated her account through messages, medical records, and multiple witnesses. She did everything right. She just didn't perform her trauma publicly for your comfort. Bam. 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 So all of these people who are like internet brain to the max, and I do blame Eric Swalwell because he was like, this comes on the eve of a governor's race where I'm the front runner. Bro, no one is after you. Shut up. No one is coming after you. You are not the victim. You are not that important. You're just not. Okay? You're not. You're a creep who is sexually assaulting people. That's what you're doing. And you deserve everything that is coming to you. Last one. So this person said, did I miss a step? Has Eric Swalwell been indicted, tried, and convicted while I was watching Project Hail Mary? And someone said, hey, so this is weird. Yeah, it is weird. And it's weird that you're being like so flippant about it, you know, that you're being like sarcastic and kind of funny about it, like, oh, did this happen while I was watching Project Hail Mary? And then, did I miss a step? Has Eric Swalwell been indicted, tried, and convicted? That doesn't need to happen for you to believe women. The amount of people who are just like so willing to just not believe anything. And it's actually a bigger problem, I think, because like this is something I have conversations with, you know, my family who's conservative. They'll be like, well, we don't know what's true anymore, so who knows? And so it's just like, well, nothing's true then, you know, then there are no facts, then nothing's true, and you don't believe anything. And that's a dangerous place to be in, but we are in that place. And now you have Democrats who are trying to protect sexual assaulters. It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. And then you're going to go back and get mad at MAGA for trying to protect Donald Trump. You know, it's like, okay, but you're trying to protect Eric Swalwell. Like, there's something actually wrong with you that you don't see what you're doing. Eric Swalwell is a creep. And I am very happy that he dropped out of the governor's race. I'm happy that he resigned from Congress. He deserves so much more accountability, and I hope he gets it. And he deserves everything that is coming to him. And yeah. And if you are defending him, or if you're trying to excuse him, you're disgusting. It's disgusting. And maybe you should think about how you feel about MAGA and how they just believe anything that Donald Trump says and how they're excusing him being in the Epstein files and all of those things. And then apply that to yourself, because that's how you're acting. So yeah. Anyway, that's the video for today. Please like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. And if there's anything that you want me to talk about, just let me know. I'm not always like within the news cycle because I don't know. I have to like plan these things out for me to do them. But anyway, yeah, let me know. All right. Well, also let me know what you think below in the comments. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Love you all. Bye.